Hello, Liberlandians, and welcome to another episode of the Liberland Show. I'm your host, Adam J. Carswell, and today we are going to be diving into some of the most recent news at Liberland. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's been a while since we did a show like this, so let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, I just want to remind everyone, if you are not already an e-resident of Liberland, it's quite simple. You can head over to liberland.org for more information. If you click around enough there, you'll figure out and see what I'm talking about. But to become an e-resident is quite simple. And once you clear KYC, you can even get your Liberland e-residency card in the mail. Now, once all of that is complete, you at that point then qualify for Liberland citizenship. At that point, you can get your Liberland passport even. Again, you have to clear the e-residency KYC to get to that level of becoming a Liberland citizen. But once you do, it is one flat fee of 10,000 US dollars. If you are ready to become a Liberland citizen, you've already been an e-resident for a while, or are ready to take action and do that right now, just shoot me an email, citizenship.adam@liberland.org. Citizenship.adam@liberland.org is my email. Looking forward to welcoming you to the country. All right. So, the first thing I want to highlight is the Liberland debate is coming up July 1st, 2025. That's the next debate. It's the next elections for Liberland Congress. If you have not been able to attend any of those live debates recently, they've been a lot of fun. And I'm going to even go ahead and encourage anyone tuning in to this one, especially those running for Congress, to see what can we do to ramp it up a little bit. We want to see, I know there's been a lot of pitching, a lot of people kind of being peaceful. And maybe that's what we do here at Liberland, is we can't help but operate with peace. But it would be nice to see some actual back and forth debating. And maybe I'm just, maybe I'm the one who has to make sure that happens, as the one hosting it. So we'll see. Everyone who's tuned in right now, listening to this episode, make sure you mark your calendars, July 1st. The best way to stay up to date on announcements about the next Liberland election and debate, just follow Liberland wherever you can, or wherever you prefer to follow Liberland on social media. Cool. All right. The next thing, I want to share my screen here, and if you're listening on audio, I'll do my best to narrate. But I really am happy to see that Liberland is calling for recommendations for the uh, construction of the Constitution. So the Liberland Constitution is currently being drafted. You are invited to participate. Yes, you especially, and I should say only, e-residents and citizens of Liberland are those who participation will be considered. So I believe that anyone who's listening right now, if you just see the URL here, if you want to pause the screen and take a screenshot of the URL, or we'll drop this Liberland Forum link in the show notes. You can go ahead and check it out. But again, if you're not an EU resident or a citizen, I believe your recommendations will not be considered. But if you are, then we'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and head over to the URL again that I'm going to drop in the show notes, or if you just want to take pause the screen and type this one in here too, you can go ahead and come to the specific article that I am reading. Now, next, I want to highlight a diplomatic letter that Tom Walls wrote and published recently on liberlandpress.com, just kind of highlighting the benefits of Liberland in the Gornja Sega area. Again, this letter is addressed to Croatia, and Croatia, we look forward to working with you when you're ready, to highlight some of the points that Tom made. Again, I'm not going to read the whole article here, but if you head to liberlandpress.com, you can find it. And the key points really that Tom made are investment, employment, and tourism. On the investment front, Liberland aims to channel significant private investment into the region, creating opportunities for Croatian entrepreneurs, service providers, and suppliers. Liberland is currently working to structure a large fund and identify investments in several projects within Croatia, including a solar park, a recycling plant, golf course, and infrastructure improvements, and much more. From an employment perspective, development projects are associated with Liberland, offer new employment opportunities for local Croatian communities in construction, hospitality, infrastructure, and technology sectors. And then lastly, Liberland's unique story has drawn much international attention and media. With proper cooperation and encouragement, the surrounding Croatian regions can expect a surge in tourism, benefiting both local businesses and municipalities. I mean, many of us have seen it firsthand. The amount of tourism and foot traffic that part of the world has received over the last decade because of Liberland, it's significant. And there's already, from a hospitality and tourism perspective, certain cities near and close to Liberland that are already benefiting from that foot traffic as we speak. So Croatia. We look forward to working with you when you're ready. And Tom, thank you for writing this very thoughtful letter. All right, the last thing I want to highlight is one of my favorite Liberland events. I haven't been able to make it over there in a couple summers, but this one is definitely on my radar, and I've seen what Liberland's been able to do, the last few years with Floating Man, just really taking this festival to the next level. So if you go to floatingman.ll.land, you can get all the information you need on Floating Man this year. It's going to be August 7th through the 10th. You can even buy your tickets right now. You can get your accommodations lined up. I highly recommend, I just can't recommend it enough, really. If you are a Liberlandian and you've never been to Ark Village in particular, I really, just from my own experience, find and have found Ark Village to be the ultimate resource hub if you are a Liberlandian looking to make an impact. I know several Liberlandians who live there, have lived there. If you're, wherever you're at in the world, if you just want to get more involved with Liberland, I'm confident if you say, hey, you know what, I'm just going to go live at Ark Village for 2 weeks, you will find the answer there. And a great way to dip your toe in the water is to just head over to Ark Village this year for Floating Man, August 7th through the 10th. It is a lot of fun. Make sure you get to Liberland. Sound good? Awesome. That is all we have for today. We're going to drop the links in the show notes for everything that I covered. Again, thank you all for tuning into another episode of the Liberland Show. And as a reminder, if you are ready to become a citizen, you can get my email, which will be down below as well, citizenship.adam@liberland.org. You guys are awesome. Got some exciting guests coming up on the show pretty soon here. Which is nice because we haven't had as many as I would like to, and I'm sure many of you would like to have on the show recently as well. So just really looking forward to who's coming on the show here soon, and I hope you guys are too. All righty, thank you for tuning into another episode of the Liberland Show. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Remember, in all you think, say, and do, take it to the next level.